All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just wanted to do a quick video response to this. One of the brothers, Bible Defender, he sent me an image the other day over Discord, and it was this dude in the comment section. This cat at the top. Hell, I don't even know how to pronounce that dude's name. You can see it up there. We'll just call him Alex, just to keep things simple. Let's just call him Alex, even though that's not his name. Let's just refer to him as that, right? So, Bible Defender sent me this picture among a few others, but this one stood out to me. So this guy Alex, he said, that you don't act like a Christian, and we're living in the end of the world. We have a few thousand years, bud. So essentially, he's getting on Bible Defender for saying, well, we're not actually in the end of the world, right? You don't act like a Christian, and we're not living in the end times. We still have a few thousand years to go before the end times. So Bible Defender responded and says, no, we don't. Christ is coming back anytime soon. We don't have thousands of years left here. What world do you live in? So I just find that to be astounding. I find that just so astonishing and amazing to me, how this dude said that we still have a few thousand years to go. A few thousand years to go? I mean, shit. How the hell could this place still go on in 100 or 200 years, man? I mean, you have, and again, that individual, either he's not paying attention or he's been living under a rock and hasn't been paying attention to anything that's been going on in the last couple of years. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, it's like, can you believe such bullshit like that? It's amazing to me. But going back to the point, it's like you have people out here, man, that are in, like, their early 20s, right, who are found dropped over dead due to heart attacks and shit. Like I can speak for myself. I'm only 21, right, but my knees ache, my back aches, my neck aches. I have heart issues. I have vision problems. I got a bunch of shit that I have to worry about. So I don't even want to think, how bad it'll be for me in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, if we're all still here. So let alone, a few thousand years left. I mean, how are people going to be in those times if people, even in their 20s, are found dropped over dead due to heart attacks? There's something called sudden adult death syndrome. Look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Which, that goes back to the Corolla wax, but that's a topic for another time. Gotta watch what we say on YouTube now. But yeah, it's astonishing and amazing to me how you have idiots out here who will tell you with a straight face, nah, man, we're not really living in the end times. We still have, we got hundreds to thousands of years left to go before those times. People just think that we're in the end times because they correlate certain events in the world, with the Bible. Then they trick themselves to believe that we're in that time when we're really not. But the truth is, right, for anybody that's actually studied the Bible and what it speaks about, what would be taking place. I mean, everything in the world literally lines up with what Christ and the other prophets, warned about what would be taking place in the world leading up to Christ's second return. I mean, that's undeniable. You can't deny that. So again, it's just amazing to me how here it is, guys like myself and Bible Defender, and these other, Israelite groups out here, we're going out, whether it be on YouTube or on the streets and warning our people about, things soon to come, right? About these prophecies that are soon to happen, right? Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation that's about to, be unleashed upon these people on the earth. But then these idiots, they'll sit there and tell you, nah, man, don't worry about nothing. Don't take any of that religious stuff seriously because we're not in any type of times that are Bible related, right? We're just in like in middle time, right? There's still, a few thousand years, like 2, 3, 4,000 years before the end days. We're not in any type of special time right now. But meanwhile, of course, they forget to mention the fact that, World War III is in its beginning stages right now. You got countries all over the world that are, the tension between them is rising, right? It keeps rising, especially with this whole situation now in Of course, Ukraine, right, with that going on there, almost 2 years now in a couple of months. But now in Israel, right now Israel's at war with Gaza now. So that's two major wars right there that's taking place right now, man. But there's nothing to be concerned about. And this guy reminds me of a full preterist. He's I guess he could be like a partial preterist, because a partial preterist, they believe that many of the things in the Bible already happened, but not all of them. So he might believe that some things already took place, but certainly not all of it. He might hold that perspective, but I can't say. But he reminds me of them in the way of, say, for example, like dudes like Primal Man, they'll say, well, yeah, the end times, well, that already all happened, but we should all just, chill out and relax. We should all just chill out and relax because, we're not in any type of special time. Everything already happened. So just take it easy. Just have a good life. So that's what this guy's saying, right? That's how he is relatable to them, because he's just saying, nah, take it easy. Just sit back, relax, go ahead and plan your life out for the next, 50 years. There's no rapture imminent. There's no second coming of Christ that's near anytime soon. So just live and let live. Plan your life out and your children's future. Don't worry about much of that religious stuff, as long as you confess on your deathbed that you trust Jesus and that you want to be with him in heaven. Well, you're good. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that dude would say that, right? As long as you confess that you believe in Christ on your deathbed, then you're good. But that's what the church teaches. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them do. Again, it's amazing to me. I'm truly, to be honest with you, I'm at a loss for words. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what else to say when I seen this, because I was so astonished at this. It's just amazing to me. And the shocking thing is, it's not only this dude saying that. Like, I literally know people. I know a pastor in real life, right? Because actually in my family, like a relative of mine, if you get what I'm saying, who actually was a minister of the church. And he said, well, we're not really in the end times. People just, think that we are because they see certain things that might line up, but they don't actually line up. So we're not living in the end times. There's still a long ways to go. And that's what they're saying. And if you look at the dude's life, the dude sits on his ass all day, makes his wife work, doesn't visit his children ever, doesn't provide for his children. It's, rip people off of money, right? Take loans from businesses, like $10,000 loans at a time, and then flee to another part of the country so they can't get their payment back. I mean, that's what this guy's doing, right? That's what this guy's out there doing. Like, let me tell you an example, man. I remember when I was when I was over his house, right? They were having a conversation, but this dude said, remember, this is a pastor, right? This guy is supposedly like a appointed pastor over at church, right? But it was something that somebody called him doing, right? That it was clearly going against the Bible. And this guy turned around and said, well, so what? We're all going to hell anyway. Like, I'm not even making this up. This is literally what the guy said, right? When they called the guy out for some nonsense he was doing that goes against the Bible, right? And he was like, well, it don't really matter because we're all going to hell anyway. That's literally what the pastor said, man. It cracks me up all these years later when I think about that. It's so funny and ridiculous. It's like, wait a second. So you're sitting here saying that, you can do whatever it is that they call you doing because all of us, right, all of you Christian believers, you're all going to go to hell anyway? It's like, what the hell? Again, it's astonishing and amazing to me. But these are the type of pastors we have out here, man. So guys like, say, for example, they'll say that some of these camp leaders, right, they're not real men of God, but yet these church pastors are somehow men of God. I mean, that's just, again, it's ridiculous. It's astonishing and amazing to me. But it's, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Hey, look, these guys are just going to continue to get worse and worse, man. The scriptures speak about in the last times, scoffers would arise and they'd say, they mock Christ and say, where's he at? He promised he was going to return. I mean, we don't see him nowhere. And then they'll make fun of guys like us that come on the internet and, try to warn people about things that are soon going to happen. You got people, like I remember, man, years ago, back when Rock was there, back when Kyle was there, which only like 3 of you at watching this or that watch my content know who Kyle is. Yeah, but he was like I kid you not, Kyle, he was the first person I've ever spoke to on YouTube by, we used to use an app called, what's this app called? Google, what is it, Google Hangouts? Yeah, Google Hangouts. It was an app that you could do like live conversations with. Now today we use StreamYard, but years and years ago, we used to use the one I just mentioned. Right, we used to use that to do live streams on their channels, right? So the first guy that I did a live stream with ever was this guy named Kyle, and his YouTube channel is called The Vigilant Soldier, right? The Vigilant Soldier. We used to do a few streams back in the day, even Rock Upon him joined in. But, that was the first guy that, I ever did a video with, right? We were both, I think he was 15 and I was 14, right? So again, we were young in this thing. We came to this truth when we were young. I know a decent amount of dudes. I know, Ridge Napper. I remember he was making videos when he was like 11, right? I started making videos when I was 14, but I've been in the know since I was 12. Rock Upon him's been doing videos since he was 14. Kyle probably since he was 15. And maybe a few others out there. But we all started this when we were relatively young, man. Now all of us are in like our early 20s. You know what I'm saying? So all of us been in this for a few years. But anyway, I don't want to go too far off topic, but it's I just had to do a little response to that comment when I seen that, because it was just like, it was so amazing to me when I seen that. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw something like that. It's like, shit, I thought, these full preterists, were like the craziest thing I ever seen, but now we got a dummy saying that we're not even in the end times, we still have a few thousand years left. I mean, mind-blowing. It's like, where the hell do these people get these ideas from? Again, it's amazing and both astounding. Both amazing and astounding is what it is, man. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to do a quick response to that because I thought it was pretty funny. I'm going to say shalom.